Hello friends, welcome to our class on IPR. Intellectual property right is a very important issue for all business and service units. Today we are fortunate enough to get a very eminent personality in the areas of IPR. He does not really require any introduction, but I would just like to say that Dr. Sushil Kumar Mitra, he was the former Deputy Controller of Patents and Designs, Government of India. He was also a scientific officer, Central Drugs Laboratory, and worked more than 40 years in the IPR. I had a very close relationship with him for a long period and learned several things on IPR. He is kind enough and agreed to deliver his lecture on three important areas of IPR, that is trademark, copyrights and patents. And I am sure all of you will be greatly benefited. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mr. Chakrabarty, for kind words and giving the introduction about me before the viewers. Thank you. Hello viewer, today I will discuss a very important area of your business which is coming under intellectual property rights. So, importance of trademark registration for the micro, small and medium enterprise I will discuss, and this is essential for every micro, small and medium enterprise in view of to create brand, because brand value today create the market leadership over your competitors whenever selling similar products in the market. And in view of that, I will come into a very simple example that trademark is popularly known as brand name, and in layman language সাধারণ মানুষের কাছে it is a visual symbol, and either it is a signature or a name or device or label, numerals or combinations of colors, so that any customer or end user can understand your product, from which the product originates and how the product creates value over the similar products. So the legal requirements of that brand or name is to be registered under trademark law, and trademark law governed under different acts, rules and international treaty. So selection of mark is also very important. Why? Because it should not be found in any dictionary meaning. I am giving very simple example. You know the Kodak. Kodak is a very famous name in film industry. You cannot find any dictionary meaning of the product. Similarly, Cadbury, Bonvita, you cannot find any dictionary meaning. So the creative word will be a valuable asset for you whenever you are marketing your product with that name. So distinguishing of goods and service, I want to mean also. Previously, what happens in 1958 Trademark Act, only we are providing trademark for manufacturing goods. At that time, we have no service mark. Our today's world is moving on service also. Just like I am giving example of tourism service, lot of micro industries are there, micro service institutions are there, tourism service, catering service, our courier service. All the service should be recognized by your brand. So that is coming under service mark registration when India joined TRIPS agreement in 1995. And this also very important area for creating brand in service also. So there are two types of mark. Either you can use for a long period of time and thereafter coming for registration when already you have all this goodwill in the product, in the service, or you can propose to be used. That means I have thought of a business, I have created one firm or micro industries and I want to launch certain product and service through my company. So at that time it will be coming under proposed to be used. So both the things are registerable under law. Why? Because whenever you are coming to the trademark office, there should be a mandatory evidence that you have come with a proposed user or already user. So whenever it will be proposed user, you have to give an affidavit by way of evidence that I have started a firm and I want to register this mark and to be used whenever our business will be started. Or already you have started business and you are using a name in your product and that name you have not yet registered, because unregistered trademark is also a valid in law, but it is very difficult. Why it is difficult? Because whenever your mark will be infringed by someone, will be used by someone, at that time what will happen? Then you have to prove that you are the user for a long period of time, for say last 20 years or 30 years, you have to give a supportive evidence. But instead of that, to keep all the documents as a supportive document from the date of using your mark or brand, if you register it and get a certificate from the Trademark Registry Office, then that certificate only will be the evidence before the court or the judiciary that you are the user of the mark for a long period of time. And immediately court will give you temporary injunction or permanent injunction or compensation whenever that will be used in the market. So this is a very good point of discussion, and I want to declare that before starting any business, trademark registration is must. And in the word, just I want to mean that word, whenever you are going to select, then should be easy to speak, easy to spell, and easy to remember. It should, the best trademark will be invented words, and don't use geographical name in your trademark. And avoid always the laudatory words or words that describe the quality of goods like best, perfect, super. This kind of adjective should not be used in your mark. And it is advisable to conduct a market survey to ascertain whether similar mark is already used in the market or not. So the function of trademark, you know, there are 4 functions. First function, to identify your product, company, goodwill. And second, guarantee that unchanged quality. You are the producers and your product I am buying. I am not buying other products. And it advertises also goods and services. All that means your brand will become popular and creates an image of goods and services whenever it will be in the marketplace. So now when you can apply, whenever you are using or purpose to be used, you can go to the trademark registry, the pesquise form TM1 and the pesquise fees are there. So after filing, there is a procedure. Then the procedure that the show cause notice will be issued by the register, and whenever there is on the preliminary scrutiny no objections will be there, then it will be published in the trademark journal. If objections are there, then after hearing and when the registrar will be satisfied with your reply, then it will be published in the trademark office journal. And when there is, after publication, there is a window period of opposition. Any third party can oppose your trademark, and if there is no opposition, then it will be registered, and it will be further notified in the trademark journal that it is registered under the trademark law, so that nobody can use your trademark, then it will be coming under the point of infringement, and the infringer has to pay the compensation for that. So now I am coming to the next area that is very important. The trademark is classified according to the goods and services. So if you produce different kinds of product, or if your company produces manufacturing product and service both, then you have to register your trademark by in different class also. Because only one registration in one class will not protect your business in diverse field of business, because now the companies are going for diversification of different kinds of business. Today the company who are manufacturing certain product, tomorrow they are going for service in different ways. Just I am giving the examples of the ITC. ITC is famous for cigarettes, ITC oil, vegetable oil, and now ITC now open the hotel. Sunar Bangla, they are providing service. Tomorrow they can go for tourism service. So you see, so whenever your brand will become very popular, then it is advisable to register your mark. Whenever you are switch over from one parameter of business to other parameter of business, manufacturing to service or service to manufacture, then all class your mark should be registered. Then you can get the 100% full protection of your trademark and brand. Otherwise, it is very difficult to prove that before the court that your third mark is not registered in the particular class. So in that case, you may not get the infringement benefits from the infringer. So this point should be kept in mind. So classification of product and service are given in our Schedule 4 of the trademark rules, and that classification will be followed at the time of registrations. Now I am coming to the personal name. Surname. Just I am giving an example. Glal Chandra Ghar. It is a name. Now it has become a brand. Glal Chandra Ghar Tal Michri. A 6 Baliganj place. It is a house name. That has become a trademark because of catering service and the hotels. So you see how the different way you can create the brand. Not by word, letters. And also I am giving an idea, numerals. Only numerals can create the brand, just like the 555 cigarette. It is numerals. Or a combination of numerals and words. 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 7 up, all the things have become very strong mark, because it is a combination of mark and a word and numerals. So this thing always keep in mind, and combination of colors and single color in combination with word or device is also very good brand for to identify your product. It may be a 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional. But in India, still today, the sound mark is not very popular. But in the world, other part of the world, sound mark is also very popular. But tomorrow may be coming as a trademark registration, the sound mark also. So I am going to another very important area, that what purpose of trademark system serves for the consumer and for the manufacturer or the service provider. It identifies the physical origin of the goods, guarantees, stimulates further purchase from the end users, and serves a badge of loyalty, and enable consumer to make a lifestyle or fashion statement. The world is moving on branded product, branded service. So don't always keep in mind, you may be an MSME company, small company, but tomorrow your company may be a very strong company if you can create a good brand and mark also, and that should be registered under trademark law. So who can get the benefit? Registered proprietor can get the benefit for protection of their goodwill. Legal practitioners who are working for you, they are getting the benefit, and purchaser is also getting benefit. How? The purchaser ultimately consume your product and service. So all the 3 persons will get the benefit from the trademark registrations. So these things is very important, and for that we have 5 trademark registry in India. One Delhi, Bombay, Chennai, Kolkata and Ahmedabad, and all the different parts of the India are divided along the 5 offices, and you have to find the appropriate office in the appropriate jurisdiction, and the common examination system are there from the Bombay, and registration certificate is used from the respective jurisdictions. So trademark is a very important area. I want to conclude here that trademark is a very important area to start business initially. Initially, when you start your business, then you first get registration. And today, the GEM portal, I think you can remember that I have talked in several forums that the government e-marketing. Whenever you participate in government e-marketing, then GEM portal registration, they will ask one intellectual property right whether you have or not. Then you have to register at least one trademark and can show that this is my intellectual property right, and by virtue of that registration number you can immediately register in GEM portal and can participate in the government e-marketing portal and start your business and supply your product and can get the profit out of that. So thank you for viewing my presentations and my explanations. So if need further, then you can join our team in future. Thank you everyone.